I believe that he wants to have this energy change. I believe that. I trust him. But I think the only method to succeed, to succeed over all the opponents, over all the conventional selfish interests, the big interests, is to fight with them. In the public, to win the public for that. You can, against this power structure, the best alliance is the other people.
You said, and Hermann Scheer, you said in your Right Livelihood Award acceptance speech, solar energy is the energy of the people. To use this energy does not require big investments of only a few corporations. What does it require, and who benefits? In the United States, you raise solar power, and many people just say, I mean, that can take care of such a small amount of our energy needs. Let's get real.
Yeah, this is only a lack of fantasy, because one panel is small. If you need more energy, you make more panels. Where is the problem? Where is the problem? It is very easy to show how it can work, and it could work, and with a mix of all renewable energies. And the benefits for the national product, for the shift to renewable energy, is tremendous. And besides the unique political advantage to come to energy independence, it is not imagined. This would be my argument, and I speak about in this way when I give speeches in the in the United States, including speeches in the or having talks with congressmen. A big democratic state like the United States, the first power, political power in the world now, must behave like a beggar when they go to the king of Saudi Arabia, who is represents a feudalistic regime of the Middle Age, in order to have good relations for getting always the oil. This is, I think, this is against any dignity. This is against any dignity, psychologically, and it's against any rationality in practice. Such a dependence and without energy nothing works. It must be a political main topic, political topic, to come to an energy independence, to overcome this irresponsible dependency, what costs a lot. More than one third of the American defense budget is only given for protecting the oil and the energy importation lines. Only for that. The Gulf War would not have happened if, and even not the Iraq War, if there would be the plantation of bananas in Iraq instead of the extraction of oil. There is no doubt. There is no doubt. And this kind of relation to very dubious regimes in the most oil-promoting countries, most of them are not democratic, is again against any values we have.
You talked about the power of the governments together with the power of these oil companies. Yeah. What about the media? In the United States, much of the media is corporate media, and every 5 or 10 minutes you've got a commercial for another oil company or car company.
Yeah, but they have the same influence here. They make the big advertisements and give by this way money to the media, but nevertheless, because of the acceleration of the politically initiated acceleration with Renewable Energy Act in Germany, so many people can see the results. And they ask themselves, why not everywhere? If it's there, why not here? Why not everywhere? And
has the government turned around?
Yes, it turned around. Nobody speaks anymore against renewable energies. Some behave in the way as to do as if they would do it, but officially they speak all for that. It is the greenwashing strategy for many, but people want to have this against all the disinformation campaigns. 90% of the people here, based on the visible results, and inspired by and encouraged by the visible results, 90% want to have a general change to renewables. 75% want to have this in their district, not far away in their district. Less than 10% accept new coal power stations. Less than 10% would accept new nuclear power stations. And only 30% will tolerate, let's say, a longer working time for the existing power station.
And yet, Hermann Scheer, you have German Chancellor Merkel deciding to extend the lifespan of the 17 nuclear reactors by 12 years. She just did this earlier in September.
And people don't accept that in the majority. They don't accept that.
President Obama, after 30 years of no new nuclear power plant being built in the United States, is now pushing forward for billions in loan guarantees for new nuclear power plants.
Yeah, he did it because only then he could introduce some new, let's say, promotion programs for renewables. Because he has, for a real energy shift, no majority, even not in his own party. Even not in his own party, because in some states like North Carolina, where the coal interests are there, the two Democratic senators would never vote for a renewable energy program for replacing coal. Never.
Even when you have coal explosions like the Massey plant that killed so many.
Yeah. But the two Democratic senators of this state, they will never vote against this. And they belong to the Democratic Party, and therefore, and there are several other examples where the influence of these power groups is so strong that the behavior of the their congressmen is not really independent. And this is the situation. That means the energy change in the United States must come from the local and the states level. One should not wait in America for the federal level. It should be in the states and in the cities.
How have you become such a scholar of American history and politics today? As a German politician.
Yeah, because America has its special role in world policy. But this is not the only thing. America is a country in which all developments are possible. All good and all bad developments are possible. And it is very important that an energy change in the United States happens. Very important, not only for America. And
why?
Because of the strength and the influence of the United States of America and its role in world economy and world politics. And therefore it is, but I'm sure that shift can only come by in no way by the present energy companies. It must come from the local level, from the regional level, from the states level, from the municipal level. Because it is in fact a revolution, a technological revolution. There is an example, very actual, which gives the picture, which could be the model for that. This is the information technological revolution. Because the energy experts, the big information technology companies like IBM, they thought 25 years ago the future of information technology is in highly centralized computers. They were the experts, like our energy experts. And they underestimated totally what happens if there is a shift because of the technological possibilities from few demanders who order big computer stations to many, to millions. This changes all. And the same will happen and must happen with renewable energies. It is a fight. It is a structural fight. It is a fight between centralization and decentralization, between energy dictatorship and energy participation and energy democracy. And because nothing works without energy, it's a fight between democratic value and technocratic values. And therefore, the mobilization of the society is the most important thing. And as soon as the society, most people, have recognized that the alternatives are renewable energies and we must not wait for others, we can do it by our own, in our own sphere, together in cooperatives or in the cities or individually. As soon as they recognize this, they will become supporters. This is the reason why we have now a 90% support against all the disinformation campaigns. They have much more money and the possibilities to influence the public opinion, but they lost this. They lost this conflict. In the eyes of the people, they lost the conflict. They are the losers already.
How could a green economy stimulate jobs and the economy overall? Because President Obama seems to have lost that, or lost his way.
He has lost his way because he has no majority. He must fight for majority, not in various fields, and therefore he cannot act really autonomously. This is the situation in the United States. We have a strong president, but also a strong parliament. Also a strong parliament, a strong Senate and a strong House, and that means in such a structure, many developments can become blocked.
You're a federal politician in Germany. You have half your life you've spent in the German parliament. Why, if you talk about everything being at the decentralized state and local level?
Because that what happened in Germany required before that